Welcome back, everybody. It was 2-week break, but we are back here on the Anchored In podcast, episode number 7. It's Cohen Ingram alongside Jack Billings and Luke Fitzner. The fellas, we're all back. We're ready to go. We got some Leafs recap against the Islanders. Austin Matthews is out for the rest of the year. WBC just wrapped up. Also, World Cup of Hockey was announced, so we got a lot to uncover here today in episode 7 of the Anchored In podcast. We got to start off with the Leafs, though, boys. 3-1 loss against the Islanders last night. Matthew Schaefer returned to the hometown. Alleged 500-plus people showed up. Family and friends. I don't know if that's legit. I don't know if that was just him over-exaggerating, but
he's capping.
I think so. Morgan Rielly drops the mitts, though. What's going on here? Why is Morgan Rielly dropping the mitts, first off? And why is this just all of a sudden coming out now when it doesn't matter at all for the Leafs?
Well,
Jack.
it's too little too late. I don't know if that's like remnants of the whole Gudis thing after the fact. And I mean, because, Wall was kind of getting screwed with a bit, and I guess he wanted to stand up in that respects, but it's not even like that. That's what I think it's got to be, because when Rielly kind of went into that interview saying, like, after the whole Gudis thing, saying, yeah, I should have jumped in there. What people seem to misunderstand is it's not about fighting at all. I, as a Leafs fan, I don't want to see, I don't want to see someone go fight Gudis after that. I want to see someone jump in and, rough him up a little bit. I don't need you to drop the gloves or anything like that. I just want to see you care a little bit. And like the silence that happened with the whole Gudis hit, and just to see, I mean, but that's the Leafs narrative. That's always been the Leafs narrative, that no one jumps in and does anything ever.
Yeah.
And that's why I felt that I think Morgan Rielly kind of just jumped in this game. I mean, just kind of random for him to drop the gloves, but I don't know if he felt that he needed to do that with just kind of basically what had happened against the Ducks again. Like, it's just got to be remnants from that, because it I don't know, it was so weird to me, because like, now you're gonna do this. I don't know. Like I said, it's too little, too late, man.
Yeah, it's just like weird at the end of the day. Like, the issue has passed. Like you said, too little, too late. It's been like this forever for the Leafs, and it really hasn't, won Morgan Rielly fight after the fact, because he's basically forced to. He's just looking for anything in that game, and he gets the Wool thing and gives him an excuse, and he drops the mitts. But what does it mean at the end of the day? Nothing really. They didn't show up when Matthews was down. That was the big moment, and I think that's all that you need to see to really know this Leafs team's true identity, honestly.
And I mean, like, with respects to like the whole game in general, like, obviously we're talking about the Rielly fight here, but across the board, like, they don't care. The whole team's just going through the motions at this point. They're out of a playoff spot. The team looks limp, and it's for sure frustrating to watch, because, like, I don't know, like, I don't even know how to put
there's
it.
Just I mean, one thing that I heard today that kind of struck me, honestly, was that Austin Matthews is probably happy that his season is over, because he just went to the Olympics, led them to a gold medal as the captain. He got what he wanted. He doesn't care. I wouldn't
say that he's happy. I mean, I get the athlete's mindset. You want to be out there. You want to be able to perform. I know he's probably frustrated with the way that he's performed this year. It's gonna have a hold on him a little bit, but at the same time, with the way that the Leafs season is going,
he's not missing out on much.
I'm gonna be honest. The family tree says I'm a Leafs fan, but I've watched plenty other teams more than I've watched Leafs games, and it's just, I'll be honest, like, even the Oilers, who might not even make a playoff spot here now, because with Leon Draisaitl being out, we might touch into that a little bit, but they're a fast-paced team. They're fun to watch. McDavid's fun to watch. These key players like McKinnon, Celebrini, being able to watch them shift by shift is something that I enjoy watching. And even with the way that Nylander and Matthews are out there shift by shift, if you focus on it, you're going to get frustrated as a hockey fan. You're going to focus on their mistakes. it happens a lot, more common than these superstars that you see leading the league right now.
Yeah, I also like. I'm a firm believer that Craig Berube has ruined this Maple Leafs team, and I'm not even joking when I say that. It's
No.
just they like you can go look at highlights from when Keefe was behind the bench, and they just looked more dynamic, and there was more urgency to their play. They played with a lot more speed, and I understand like bringing in Berube being as how he won a cup, and
Right.
I think he just kind of figured it, and he was going to bring in that same kind of style that he used in St. Louis, and he tried to implement that again, but it's clear it hasn't worked. And I think just now what he's doing is he's just doing his best audition for his next possible job. I don't know if he's going to get another coaching position. I mean, who knows? But I'd be a little surprised if he gets a position at this point, because it's inevitable that I think they're going to give him the boot.
Yeah, Craig Berube was basically the experiment for Toronto. I mean, like, they had failed with Keefe, and they needed something, and they brought in this defensive guy who they thought was going to turn them into a gritty playoff team. And instead, he turned Austin Matthews from a 70-goal scorer to a top 10 defensive center. And so, that's a good thing. He's a good defender, but I think the utilization has just been wrong for this Leafs team. They're not playing how they're designed to play. And Berube, like you said, it worked in St. Louis. That was a team full of dogs that were just fighting. They were last in the league. They made the playoffs, and then they won the cup. And that's just the winning mentality that he brought then. But, the Leafs, obviously, they're not made for that style, and it hasn't worked out clearly.
Well, we've seen it before with Mike Babcock with his history with the Red Wings, and everybody thought they were going to implement that into the Leafs, and that didn't work out at all. And then you get Keefe, you get those first round playoffs, you squeak past the Tampa Bay Lightning that one time, and then then you get Berube, and then you make it to the second round last year, and this year has just been, it's a downfall, just crazy downfall. And it was something that, you expect the Leafs to have some inconsistency there. Like, you expect the first round playoff streak to eventually end. Like, you're not going to make the playoffs 10 years in a row type thing.
Yeah.
The fact that it's been as bad as it is this year is quite frightening. And it's crazy now to think that the problems with the Leafs right now is defensive. And Mitch Marner had the defensive play style in there on the wing side for the Leafs. You've seen him get heavy blocks on the blue line there in the defensive zone. And now we just run two quote-unquote superstars in William Nylander and Austin Matthews, who are just point-scoring forwards. They don't really have that defensive key in them like Mitch Marner did. And it's kind of frustrating to watch as a Leafs fan.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people are kind of just using Marner as the scapegoat for kind of the downfall of this team. And
right.
I mean, it's very convenient timing-wise, but I think it's just a conveniency timing-wise thing. I don't think it was...
Well, defense has always been an issue, though.
I know, but they were already on the downcline before Marner was leaving. The decline, sorry. Like, I think, I don't know, you saw signs of it before Marner left. So, yeah,
you knew
obviously,
a change had to happen after last season.
Yeah, you saw the ship was going down, and I think when Marner left, he left a literal cannonball-sized hole in the ship, if you will. So it just started sinking faster. You know what I mean? So it was sinking nonetheless, though.
I mean, I don't think anyone expected the Leafs to be... Obviously, no one expected them to be this bad, period. But I don't think that anyone expected the loss of Marner especially to affect the team as much as it has. And obviously, he was a little bit undervalued, honestly, by the Leafs. And they let him go for not much, and it's really come back to bite them. And I think it's kind of crazy that the Leafs fans are now kind of hoping for losses at this point and hoping for a tank to get a bottom pick.
It really
no
all
one would have
depends
thought
on
that
the
at the
top
start of the
five
year.
there.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Leafs fans are never going to get what they want.
Sixth overall pick.
That's being one of them, you just admit defeat at this point. I'm looking forward to next season and the Blue and the Blue Jays, because I'm out, man. I am.
What about the Raptors? Hey, Raptors.
Yeah, big playoff run coming up. Come on now.
And the Raps. I apologize.
Let's get a little live score update here on the Raptors as we speak.
You gonna pull it up?
Just quick here. We don't got to get into it, but
I mean, they're playing the Bulls, man. It's
while
not
we're
that
live,
big of a...
they better win this one. Oh my God. 72-45 at half for the Raptors.
Obviously. I mean, I hope so. God.
Up by 27.
I will say, though, something that shocked me today was that the Bulls were third in rebounds and defensive. Like
Really?
a defensive stat in the radio show that we did for class today. I might have that wrong, but they're third in a pretty hefty stat. And the way that they've been performing this year, it's pretty shocking to see.
Dude,
Toronto
and-
is balling out. Just one thing. On pace for 144 points this game right now. They've got 4 guys with double digits at half.
Who
Yeah,
are
but
those for?
It's Barrett, Barnes, I want to say probably Ingram,
And quickly?
and Quickly. Boom.
Yeah.
And Pirtle's at 9 and Walter's at 8. So they could finish with 6 guys with double-digit points in this game.
We're getting sidetracked here, but
But let's
Pirtle's on an
circle back
incline.
when the game's a little
Okay.
almost over, you know?
We'll circle back. Let's talk about Radko Gudas and his 5-game suspension after taking out the superstar and Big Poppy, Austin Matthews. The NHL Department of Player Safety has officially suspended Radko Gudas for 5 games following, they say, a high hit on paper, but it's knee-on-knee hit on Austin Matthews during the recent Ducks versus Maple Leafs matchup. The league cited the forceful nature of contact and Gudas' history as a repeat offender as primary justifications for the length of the ban. I just want to say, Evgeny Malkin's 2-hand lumberjack toss to Rasmus Dahlin was a 5-gamer, and Malkin doesn't really have a history, and Dahlin was playing the next day and then proceeded to get jumped by Hagel, which was a crazy thing to witness. I don't know what has to click in a man to just go after somebody like that, but Dahlin has to be an absolute rat out there.
It was crazy. I mean, looking at that 2-hander just right over the, basically cracking that stick over his head, like insane to watch.
It was quite funny to watch. I like seeing the old school, the beer league tactics coming out from NHL players. We've seen
Everyone
Matt
knows
Barzal,
those viral just beer league guys just chopping at each
lightsabers
other.
out there.
Yeah.
Matt Barzal started the trend with the skate laces earlier on in the year.
dude,
So-
but do you, just a question for you fellas, because
Mhm.
I actually brought this up in the roundtable show in class today, and they didn't know. Do you guys know what Gudas' nickname is?
No.
It's the Butcher. So, like, if that doesn't tell you,
Who calls him this?
that's just
Hockey
his
reference.
I don't know, man. Like,
wonder if it's on there.
teammates call him this. Like, it's
Like,
apparently it's all throughout the league. But like, if that alone doesn't tell you that this guy is just out there to hurt people,
The Butcher.
yeah, I don't know what else to say. Like, it's
Confirmed.
just he's a menace, man. Like, I don't know how many times this has to happen, and I actually looked it up because I remember reading that Friedman had kind of reported about the suspensions related to the Leafs in the last couple of years. So it was 5 games to Morgan Riley and 6 reduced to 4 for Jason Spezza. And the biggest one was Matt Cook, 7-game suspension in the 2014 playoffs for kneeing Colorado's Tyson Barrie.
yeah, but don't forget about Nazem Kadri's 3 gamers every round 1 of the playoffs.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
the 7-game suspension was the biggest one. The fact that, fellas, we're still talking about Radko Gudas, would he not be back tonight or the next game?
No way. It's been it has not been 5 games already.
Matthews
For the
has been done
Ducks,
for at least like 5 days or
Yes.
so now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. We're still talking about
Like
it
he'll be
because
back by the end of the week.
yeah,
Hold on.
because
And
This is-
Matthews is done. Like
Yeah,
that seems
dude,
a little crazy.
this is
honestly.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The Leafs are still, like, it's still hanging
No,
over
no.
their heads.
Okay.
Okay,
You're
well,
exaggerating a little.
So he'll be back by the end of next week then.
Yeah.
the
Still.
Ducks
So,
play
whatever.
tonight against the Flyers, Friday against the Mammoth, and then Sunday against the Sabres,
So,
and then they're back
he's heading
against...
to
They
work on
play-
Monday morning.
Play against
Yeah.
the Leafs Monday, March 3rd.
Oh my god.
Who cares?
Who? Okay. Did the NHL not
No, but,
look
like-
ahead and see his return game? would
No,
be
They have
no,
to-
seriously.
Call
Who
up an
Seriously,
cares?
though.
AHLer to just, like, something, because the season
Moments
doesn't...
passed. Moments
What?
passed, man. No. I don't know. What does that do?
But do you think that when they play the Leafs, or when Gudas plays the Leafs, something's gonna happen?
No.
I'd
you
be
got-
sh-
you
I'd
got
be
it.
there's
shocked
nobody...
if it does.
There's there that can make
Really?
something happen.
Well, if
Do you expect Anthony Stolarz to come out of the crease and just jump him? He's the only one that's
Well, I
shown
mean,
that he's
if
just like he
Stolarz
doesn't
could get his
care.
hands on Gudis, I bet he would. It's just that he's always going to be at the blue line.
Well, if you're referring to a fight, Radko Gudas doesn't drop the gloves.
Not a fight,
No,
but I
that's
feel
what
like
I mean.
something, like someone's going to do something.
You have to pull
I mean, it should have happened that same game. Someone should have just laid him out.
Yeah.
And it just like a big hit or something.
there's nothing.
But now that they've faced criticism and they've, responded to it as well, I feel like if they do nothing, it's an insane look and it's a horrible look.
Other than McCabe, who strikes fear on that Leafs lineup?
They're gonna have to call someone up or something.
That's what I mean. Who strikes fear on that Leafs lineup other than McCabe? And you know what? I know players are afraid of being close to Stolarz because he doesn't care. He's hacking away
right.
nonstop.
Jacob
Yeah.
Quillen, how about that?
Yeah,
He'll lay Gudis out.
Get Landon Sim up there.
Yeah,
it's begging for something that's never gonna happen, fellas. Like it's not. And if it does, it's gonna be Domi doing some sort of idiotic little play and trying to somehow getting a penalty for it, and Gudis walking free. Like it's not in the identity of this team. And like I said, like if the team's still butthurt about this whole Gudis thing when we do play them, like again, like I said, it's done. I don't know, like focus on trying to win the game, maybe.
No, don't focus on trying to win the game.
An example I can think of for something similar here. When the Sens traded DeBrincat to the Red Wings, he forced his way out of Ottawa. It was a sour move, whatever. So nobody was really happy.
A lot of people do that, Luke.
But still, it wasn't a good situation. Like they just acquired him and then he wanted to leave instantly. And it's his hometown. Like he said, but anyways, they trade him, nobody's happy, and then the first game they play the Red Wings, first shift, just DeBrincat gets pounded into the boards, and it's a penalty. It wasn't actually a penalty, but they called something and then reviewed it or something. But, I'd like to see something like that, honestly.
Yeah, rip the Band-Aid off immediately. That's what you do. I just don't think you do it umpteenth games later.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same with hitting somebody in baseball. You can't miss your first wild pitch that you're trying to throw at them and then throw a second one. You missed your one chance and you can't go for the second one. You're just a donkey at that point.
I mean, yeah, you would look. Yeah, you are right there.
I guess those two are comparable, right? Yeah.
In a way, yeah.
Let's shift topics here. Russia, talked about them 2 podcasts ago, I think, with the World Juniors and the Olympics going on, maybe twice already, now a third time, because they may not be able to compete in the 2028 World Cup of Hockey. It's going to be March 16th, 2026. They announced that it's going to be Canada, Sweden, Finland, Czechia, Germany, and Switzerland, but there's still that 8th team slot that everybody's talking about. NHL Deputy Commissioner Bill Daley stated that if the conflict in Ukraine does not resolve, Slovakia is the frontrunner to take the final 8 spot. A formal decision in the final field is expected to be following the IIHF's status review in May. I mean, I thought this was going to be an NHL, it's NHLPA event, right? So the IIHF doesn't have anything to do with it.
No. Yeah, this is all NHL, I'm pretty sure, so.
But I think
they kind of run with the IIHF, so.
There's also a chance of that 8th team being Team North America if they run that back.
Yeah, honestly,
but Team North America is technically Team Canada. If you think about
more or
most,
less.
It's Team USA and Team Canada, though.
Yeah, but
there'd be lots of US guys.
But you think about the top performers on that team. By 2028, Connor Bedard will still be eligible for that. Macklin Celebrini will still be eligible. Then you'll have Gavin McKenna. If he pans out the way that everybody's hoping him, he will.
And then,
just scratch that. I was going to ask you guys a question, but it's a question that I should know. What's the goalie for World Juniors, Ilya, Team Canada?
Ilya?
I think so.
Sounds
it's
like a
very
Russian.
vague, brother.
Yeah,
Ivan
never mind.
Kovic?
Scratch it. Yes, there you go.
Ivan Kovic. There we go.
Yeah, he'd be like a third goalie on that team.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
but you also look at that from 2016. You had Nate Dogg, McDavid, Matthews, Morgan Riley was on that team. He was top under 22 at that point in his NHL career. And
Yeah.
then John Gibson was in nets, I believe. He was their starter.
Yeah, I mean,
Fun fact.
Team North America is an interesting one. Like, I think it's for the best interest of hockey fans, honestly. We
Would
get
it
to
be the
watch.
safest option with all of this? Like, when you think of it
Yeah,
being an
honestly, like,
NHLPA event, Slovakia wouldn't have the numbers to fill out.
no, they wouldn't. They wouldn't compete. Like,
It would
you
be
know,
mostly European League players, I would assume. But if you have North America, then that's guaranteeing that you have all under 22s from NHL teams.
yeah, and that's where the real talent, honestly, is for
That
the
would,
most part
and
that
if
people
I'm
want to
not
watch.
mistaken, Team North America made it past pool play, but didn't make it very far in like eliminations. So it'd be nice to see what a new generation of under 22-year-olds would be able to do in that like international play. But at the
Yeah.
same time, we probably shouldn't drift away from the original question here is, does Russia deserve that spot? You can't ignore what's going on in Russia, but also you can't blame the players for what's going on there either. So the fact that you're
No.
limiting their talent being showcased on an international stage because of uh like government leaders' decisions is, you know, it's a topic that's been around for a while now. What do you
Yeah,
boys think
honestly, it's
about
been
it,
a long
Luke?
time. Well, honestly, like it sucks. It's a terrible situation in general. And obviously everyone kind of agrees on that we have all these top talent guys, Vasilevsky, Kucherov, Panarin, Ovechkin, Kaprizov are all just, top talent guys. And the fact that they can't compete is obviously super, it's unfair to them, especially, and unfair to the other players that want to be truly at a best on best tournament because they do, they say they want Russia in it. All of them have said that, many NHL players have said that. But at the same time, I just think it's too hard to ignore and to let them back in when nothing has changed, If they hadn't done
Yeah.
anything from the start, then okay. But the fact that they've banned them for this reason and nothing has changed and now they're changing their stance so many years later I don't know if that's something that they're going to want to do at this point, honestly.
And you can't really expect a war that's been going on for this long just to stop all of a sudden due to a
No.
World Cup of hockey. I don't think
I
Gary
don't think
Bettman
it's
thinks that's
convincing
possible either.
Putin
Like, I
very
don't know
much.
why they said that was going to be the only case scenario that they were going to be able to be let in. That's not happening. I get it. Hockey has a big impact on a lot of people, but they only care about the KHL. That's all they care about.
Exactly.
So it's just, I don't know. It's a tricky situation. Yeah, you said Nikita Kucherov, Kirill Kaprizov, Artemi Panarin, Vasilevsky. Do you think Ovechkin, if he knew that he was able to ride out until 2028 and play in the World Cup of Hockey, he'd do it?
And well, I think with Ovechkin, he's going to end up in Russia, right?
Playing the
Jack?
KHL?
Like, I feel like that's what he's made pretty clear at this point. He's going to play maybe one more year in Washington. And then I think by the time you get to 2028, he could be in Russia, honestly.
Yeah, but then would you
But
still
I
be able to
think,
compete? Because it's
no,
NHL.
exactly. That's the thing. So it's a good question because, it's something that could keep him maybe one more year if he wants to play
Because he
for
won't be
Russia.
able to compete in the Olympics.
No.
That's the one thing that really, really relies on like governmental decisions. Whereas NHLPA can make the decision, but they know there might be some criticism from the people that disagree with it. But there's also a large pool of people that would like to see Russia back in international ice hockey competition.
Yeah.
Jack, what's your input here, pal?
Yeah, well, I don't even know if it's like a question of whether they deserve to be in the tournament. I don't think there's any option, any storyline that they're gonna be in the tournament. I don't even know, like that's not even the question.
Yeah, we're going.
And I collected every single one. It was the sickest thing ever. And
Mhm.
I hope they bring it back just so I can get some nostalgia out of it.
I know.
But you haven't seen true top tier Russian play in 12 plus years.
I know. It's been so long. It's insane because it starts with the doping And
Yeah.
that's why they had their Olympic ban. And then, so we didn't see them at the Olympics. NHL players weren't at the Olympics anyways.
Weren't they allowed
Then,
to compete for a year, but it wasn't under?
yeah, they were under ROC, the Russian Olympic Committee.
But I don't think they were
But they're
allowed in
not.
hockey. Were they?
Well, I don't know. I think they did compete in 2018, I want to say. Russia might have competed.
But NHL
What?
players weren't allowed.
No.
Right.
Let me see real quick. But then, of course, they're banned from IHF events because of the Ukraine thing. So it's like two different issues at the same time that are
Now
like,
going to have an effect on a different
yeah.
league
So
that
Russia
doesn't have
got
any
gold.
ties to any leagues. Yeah.
They got gold in 2018 as the Olympic athletes from Russia.
Yeah, because
They
that
beat the
like
US.
non-NHL players doesn't matter for Russia. I'm pretty sure everybody that has 2 feet and a heartbeat is on skates out there. So
Yeah, their team is nasty. It's just, it doesn't even compare to Canada's. Like, they have Pavel Datsuk, Gavrikov, who's in the NHL now, Gusev, who's in the NHL. They had Kaprizov because he wasn't in the NHL yet. They had
Right.
Kovalchuk. Like, these are all
Totally.
top tier guys. Igor Shesterkin wasn't in the NHL. Yeah, Artem Zub. It's a good team right there.
Do we
Canada's
wanna-
best player. Oh my God, there's not even anyone. Chris
Do we-
Kelly, former senator.
Jack. Oh,
Wow, there we go.
I came back.
you did.
came back.
You're resurrected. All right, you're just in time. Do you want to give a quick input on Russia not being able to compete and what your thoughts are on all that?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. It's your turn.
Yeah, okay. What I was trying to say before I got brutally cut off by
Man.
Yeah. I don't think it's a question of deserving it. It's more like, obviously any hockey fan would love to see the Russian team compete. And I made this point the last time we kind of touched on this. Russia is obviously one of the most prestigious hockey countries that we've ever seen, right? And it would just it would make the tournament all that more interesting. But again, this is given the the weight of what's going on in Russia, I don't even think it's like an option for them.
No,
It's
exactly.
and I'd entertain the Team North America thing, but Cohen, how you kind of said that Slovakia is the front runner, like I'm more leaning towards that.
But like, if it's an NHLPA event, they want to fill it out with NHL players. And I don't even think, if you look at the Olympic roster, there wasn't like even many AHL like farm system players in there either. They're mostly European players.
Yeah, but they've
So would
already
it be
got
better
Team
to
Canada and
do-
Team USA. Like, why would they group them back in? You know what I mean?
True.
Yeah.
That's why I think Team North America would, because you've seen I think it has to be Team North America. I
Well,
get it.
I think if I'm going to
you're
make a
looking
guess,
at an NHL focused event, North America's the one.
yeah, but I think at the same time, like if I had to make a guess of what I think is going to happen, it's going to be it's going to be Slovakia. It's not there. I feel like the safe bet is the Slovakians.
Oh, and they can't even, like, if you're didn't they have a Team Europe in the
Yeah, they did. Yeah, exactly.
So do that and then cut. Oh, then you'd have to
Nah,
cut
they're
another
not
team,
doing that,
so then-
man.
Yeah,
I don't think they're doing
that's
that.
not gonna work. They've got
But-
what 2 years now until they have to pull it off. So there's gonna be a lot of news and a lot of updates going on until
Yeah,
the
that's
time
way
comes.
down the line.
I mean, it was just for marketing, you know? Like it was just a marketing promotion thing
Oh,
to
so
do
it's
those
not.
It's just, yeah, it's fully to showcase the young guys, to make Team North America and to make Team Europe and have them be U23. So I don't know. Maybe I changed my mind here now. I think
Yeah.
I mean, obviously that's what I would want to see. I think we all agree on that. And
Like
hopefully we
Demidov.
do. Oh yeah. So many good young guys from over there too.
Oh, then would you
We're
let
gonna get
the U23 Russian players play not under the Russian flag
That's a good one actually.
because they're a part
I
of
don't
Europe
know. Yeah.
and they're not competing for Russia?
No, that's interesting actually to say that. I would say no because I think I don't know. That's a good question honestly. And Jacko.
Jack's gone. All right, let's switch over to
The convo's getting too deep for him here.
the convo. He looked like he was fine. He didn't seem to be lagging. I mean, he's still in
No.
our lineup sheet here. So let's switch over. USA versus Venezuela,
Oh yeah.
WBC championship game. Venezuela won 3-2, collecting their first ever WBC title, rebounding from a blown 8th inning lead. Bryce Harper came in clutch for Team USA, able to score a 2-run shot that had everybody that was cheering for the red, white, and blue jumping up and down in cheer. And then 1 inning later, Venezuela, I said this whenever I watched them play against Team Italy because I was kind of focusing on USA and Canada and Dominican going until the elimination games. But Venezuela, they have Ronald Acuna Jr., they have Eugenio Suarez, like power guys.
Yeah.
But then you look at the rest, like their main focus is speed and just like attacking on the base paths.
Youth,
and that's what I like to see.
honestly.
Like stolen bases, they're gonna get the balls in the gap and they're gonna try to secure that extra bag. And that's what I liked in their game style throughout the entirety of the tournament. But there was some conflict, I guess you could say. USA manager Mark DeRosa spoke after the game regarding pitching restrictions with MLB players and their represented organizations, and that was talking about Mason Miller and how they weren't going, like, by the way they were talking about it, you have to have a group discussion with the teams and like their respective MLB teams on if they can pitch, how much they can pitch, and it has to be a mutual agreement. So the mutual agreement with Team USA and the Padres was that Mason Miller was only going to pitch in a save situation, which they can't really be in a safe situation if they have home field advantage.
Yeah, exactly. So that kind of throws him out the door.
Like, especially with the score going into the 8th,
Mhm.
I guess. But at the same time, you can't. I feel like there's going to be there'd be big consequences if Mark DeRosa was to break that mutual agreement on
Oh,
Mason
yeah.
Miller, no matter what the circumstances are, because
I don't even want to know what would happen.
wow.
There we go.
What happened that time? You seem to be good going into it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the same thing, dude. It just crashes and kicks me out. So,
Oh, man.
Fingers crossed. We switched topics. Venezuela, USA. I was talking about how Mark DeRosa spoke on Mason Miller not being able to pitch unless if it was a safe situation. That the communication between the MLB managers and the Team USA managers and how it has to be a mutual agreement in order for these pitchers to go out. And like it has to be a risk-free type agreement. Do you guys think Mason Miller really would have made the difference and secured at least maybe even an extra inning if Team USA couldn't get a run on the board? Because it was a low-scoring game.
yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Jack, let's get one out of you just in case
Yeah.
you leave again.
Yeah. That's why I like started nodding my head, being like, go to me when it like before it kicks me out again. Yeah, dude. Mason Miller throws fuzz. I just think like he's such a high velo guy and seeing the numbers he's been hitting in the league for the past couple seasons, especially coming into the San Diego. For sure, man. I think he would have made a difference. I think the Venezuelans got off easy not having to face Miller.
No, I wouldn't say got off easy. These guys grinded. The fact that they beat Japan blew my mind. Because, guys, let's be honest. Shohei Ohtani, not Okamoto. Yamamoto. And then Roki Sasaki literally ran the Blue Jays during the World Series. And the fact that they got eliminated by Venezuela in the semifinals is crazy to me.
Yeah, worst ever finish for Japan at the WBC, and
That's
best ever
crazy.
finish for Venezuela and Italy and Canada. So we've got a lot of up and coming new countries that are gonna be competing, and now they're actually starting to win.
That
That's awesome.
What is it, Casey? Or is it Cassie? How do you pronounce it? Casey.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
a dog. But we also had some Blue Jays there in the game. Andres Jimenez for Team Venezuela. Ernie Clement for Team USA.
Yeah.
Tyler Rogers for Team USA. Those are the 3 that got to play. Jeff Hoffman was also in the lineup. Didn't see anything of him. You wanna rotate over to the Blue Jays? We are on a roll right now. 40 minutes in. Wow.
Honestly, we're
Look at us
pushing
go.
through.
I hope you guys missed us. 2 weeks is a long time.
That's why we're doing this one, the big reunion episode, it feels like. And I wasn't even on the last one because I was at the Raps game, so this is a long time for
Oh
me.
yeah, when everybody thought that the Raps were gonna come back and
Oh my gosh, dude, they
dominate the
blew that
Spurs.
one.
I
They blew
know.
it. They were up like 15 going into the fourth.
Ruh-roh.
I know. I was like, oh my god,
Frustrating.
Luke missed the pod for a good game. Wow.
And Brandon Ingram missed the game-tying 3 right in front of us instead. He put it off the side of the backboard like Pandemic P.
I love that their final seconds on the clock never changes. It's always Brandon Ingram, corner 3.
Yeah.
Nothing
Corner
changes.
3.
They might as well just start triple teaming because every clip I see, it's Brandon Ingram, corner 3. If it goes in, it goes in. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the game plan, I guess.
Let's switch over to the Blue Jays because opening days. Will we have opening day before our next pod? No. We'll have another
We get a
pod
quick
before opening
Raptors
day.
score update here once again. Oh my gosh. 101-70 at the 3:18 mark of the third. Wow. These guys are popping off.
I
We'll
know
check back in at the end.
Darko's pedal to the metal. He wants
Dude,
all
the
gas, no
defensive game
brakes.
is on point and the offense is banging
Let's
right
see.
now. This is
Let me hear
exciting
Scotty
stuff.
Barnes' defensive stats because I'm convinced he's just a mini Ben Wallace.
Yeah, honestly, he's actually nasty. Scotty Barnes. First of all, he's got 16 points, 5 for 8 shooting, 7 boards, 1 steal. So, 22 minutes. He's not playing that much, honestly, because all the
Well, it's
depth
because
guys
the
are playing
lead.
now.
Who's leading in
Yeah.
scoring?
It is Barrett. He's got 23 points. No one's honestly like going crazy. They're all
Well,
just
it's
like
'cause they're all
steadily. Like Scotty's got 16, Ingram's got 18, Quickly's got 10, Barrett's got 23, and Walter, the most underrated player on the team, has 13 points.
Wow,
So
that's impressive.
yeah.
All right,
2 for 4 from behind the 3-point line. So he's banging
The
in those
total or
3-pointers too. He's cashing.
for Walter.
No, just Walter.
I was gonna
He's
say.
He's a nice 3-and-D. Klay Thompson.
But let's talk about the Blue Jays opening day around the corner, March 27th versus the Athletics. They're finalizing some rosters and dealing with some significant rotation news, one of which being Jose Barrios sidelined. Barrios will start the season on the IL with a stress fracture in his right elbow. The good news is he is currently symptom-free and is expected to resume throwing this week, but he will miss his first ever opening day start.
That's actually a crazy stat right there. First opening day start. Blue Jays have always been going to him. It just came at the start of the season.
You know what though?
He's consistent.
I don't think they were gonna give it to him regardless if he was
No,
healthy or
100
not. Just because of that whole thing with him not showing up.
Right.
I think they kind of stripped him of that, whether he was going to be healthy or not.
And is he even going to be a starter this year? Like,
No, he
he's
is.
not even at the
That's
level.
confirmed. I think that's confirmed. John Schneider did confirm
Yeah,
that, I believe.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's going to be in the rotation. Eric Lauer is questionable on being in the rotation.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think they're kind of gearing him
'Cause Bieber's
towards
hurt,
being
too.
a starter.
Eric Lauer or Barrios?
Lauer.
Lauer, yeah.
Yeah, but okay. He's always been that
And
fifth guy.
Bieber's on the IL. That's also why they've got so many guys up right now.
And then I seen something the other day about them going for a 6-man starting rotation, and that's just foolish
Yeah,
because
they
you
could
really only
if they wanted to, but
you
I
really
wouldn't.
only need 4.
I mean, I hope they run a 5-man, keep the 6th guy, and then once you get Bieber back, you'll have a lot of depth, honestly. I think the pitching's
What?
in a good spot.
Who'd be the 6th guy, Varlin?
And who do they got? Let's go,
Or is that just if
Gosman,
what's his name?
Cease, Savage, Barrios, Lauer, and, Scherzer, and who's the one guy I haven't mentioned? Someone else.
Cody
I don't know
Ponce?
how much.
Oh, yeah,
Cody-
plus Ponce. Oh,
Yeah,
my
but
God, they
is he
have
not a reliever?
Fellas, I had a thought the other day, and obviously, like you guys
No, he
saw
is
the
a
news
starter.
with Ricky
Whoops.
Tiedemann going down again,
Yeah,
with an
that's what I
elbow
was talking
strain, and
about.
like he can't stay
Yeah.
healthy. I don't know if they're gonna utilize Savage as much as everyone's thinking, just because they might want to protect his arm. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's what I think I brought that up before, but yeah.
yeah, like you got to think they're being extra careful at this point because Tiedemann
Yeah,
can't seem
100%.
to stay up, which is
Hmm.
brutal, man. Because that kid is a demon. Like I
Yeah.
wanted to see Ricky T, pitch a full season for the Jays for so long, and it's just those nagging injury concerns. But yeah, I'll always be on the Ricky T hype train. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like I think they might dial back a bit on you Savage, and
Hmm.
I don't know, they're gonna have to reshuffle it. I don't know, man. I don't know what they're gonna do really.
Yeah, it's
It's
interesting because like you're right, like he's literally played the like 0.1% of the games that he's going to play in his MLB career so far. He's so fresh into this league still,
Yeah.
and he's been incredible, sure. But obviously, I don't want to sound negative, but he still has to earn his spot in this rotation. And just because he had a
Mhm.
great playoff run, obviously they're going to want to see, try him out, see how he does. If he dominates, he dominates. You can't deny that. But I think there's a good chance that we see him back down, getting some more experience in the minors for sure this season.
You Savage?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I can see that. It's just like you also got to realize he played what, 3 AL teams in total.
Yeah,
So
pretty much. If it was
the
definitely close.
the people getting used to it is going to be hard, and I guess depends. You got to realize he's also improving in the offseason. Pitchers, the one thing that they can do is just pitch all the time. Hitters can't really face live at bats all the time unless if they have access to it, which is very rare. But I think you have to because like you got to realize Bowden Francis is also out of here. So
Yeah. Ugh.
like he's not playing. I don't
No.
know when he's gonna come back. He's just getting Tommy John now. Dylan Cease, Cody Ponce, just Savage. You won't see much of Scherzer, I don't think. He will be that sixth guy.
Yeah, I think so too.
He's injured, so it's just like some people it says here like Scherzer will be in the depth to a critical spot in the rotation, likely slotting in as the number 4 starter. That's not possible.
Like he could be a
He's
5 guy, and honestly, like the
5,
rotation
or if
is
they go 6, yeah.
like the rotation I'm happy with because those are all just pure starters. Like this isn't even bringing into the equation the bullpen that was
Louis
also
Varland
improved.
could be a starter. We've
Yeah,
seen him
he's that
start
guy
games
is
before.
he throws gas.
I love
Like
Louis Varland, man.
oh my, he was what most playoff appearances by a reliever ever
I
in the
feel like
single
he was in
postseason run.
basically every other
He made like
game for the
24,
Jays.
or I don't know if they played that many games, but he appeared in basically every game except for like 2, and he set the record for
Well,
most
game 3, they
appearances.
made it to 3, 7.
It's oh,
Yeah.
17.
Dude, not even Varland throwing like absolute fuzz. I cannot wait for Dylan Cease and Cody Ponce because those guys
Man.
throw upper echelon velo, like big time. I'm so excited, boys. Like
If you thought Kevin
Did you
Gausman
see-
was a strikeout guy, just wait until you see
Yeah.
Dylan Cease. Oh my God,
I
it's
was
gonna be
like,
nasty.
man, I
If
don't
you
know.
Savage pans out, he's getting strikeouts. He racked up how many in that World Series game? Like
Hopefully,
14, 12.
Yeah.
hopefully Shane Bieber. Like, I don't know about you boys, but I'm not expecting much out of Shane Bieber here this year. I
Yeah.
mean, he's a Cy Young winner. We know he can dice. I just
Made of
hope he can
glass,
stay
though.
consistent. Like he'll be that consistent number 3 guy in your roster. Actually, no. Wow, the starting lineup really did change this year.
Mm-hmm.
Like Gosman's your number 3 guy, depending on how these two and Cody Ponce and Dylan Cease work out.
Well, Gosman's the opening day starter. He's the number 1 right now.
which is well deserved.
Yeah, he's been here so long now. He's earned one for sure. He's been their most consistent pitcher over the last
But he was
5
number
years.
1. He was number 1 for what, half the season last year?
I would say most of the season,
Yeah.
if not all.
Yeah. So I don't know. It depends on like if Dylan Cease is just on a tear, do you just instantly push Gosman back down?
Yeah, definitely Cease could take over the number 1 spot. I wouldn't have
Just
a hard
ride
time
the
seeing
hot
that.
hand, fellas.
Yeah, exactly. That's what the depth is for. You can just keep
I guess,
cycling,
yeah, we've seen
cycling,
that.
and that's how you
We've seen you Savage basically be the
win
number 1
games.
arm in
Yeah,
postseason.
exactly.
Yeah.
Scherzer starts game 7, and you get a good game out of him. He's got the experience. He's the go-to guy there, and it worked out. He had a great performance in game 7, but You know,
we got
Bieber was the one
Okamoto.
who sold there.
Okamoto, Vladdy. I'm so excited.
Yeah, honestly, what are we, like 10 days away, 9 days away now?
Anybody
Yeah.
else see Barger's absolute swamp donkey? Was it
Oh,
today
yeah.
or
Oh my
yesterday?
God.
Yeah.
Dude, Addison Barger is a specimen. He
Yeah.
Dude, I remember
Man.
like seeing it like on TV the first couple times, just seeing him launch it from the corner. I was like, wow,
Yeah.
he's got an arm
Oh, yeah.
and he can launch. Like, man, they're
I
going
remember
all
Barger's
right.
a low key. He's an Aaron Judge mini for real. Like, he does it all. He's not tall. That's why I said Aaron Judge mini. But
He
he has
probably
the
could have had a
power.
better performance than Aaron Judge in the World Baseball
Oh
Classic.
my God,
Ayo.
100%. But Barger's, he's got a good spot in this lineup now. Honestly, he literally made his debut, or like he became a full-time player in the majors last year, and now he's a solid lineup guy for this team who's gonna make an impact this year for sure.
Oh, he's got the best smile ever, too. It looks like he's got veneers. I don't know if it's real, because apparently he has a full-size baseball field in his parents' backyard, so I'm not surprised if it is a true veneers. Like, those aren't real teeth. But, man, I remember I think I was at the Brewers series with my dad this summer, and I went up to watch Barger do outfield practice, and I seen him throw to second base. It was mesmerizing.
Oh
To the
yeah.
point where I just started like turning into a little kid asking him for a ball, and then I realized how old I was and the people around me, and I had to stop and walk away because of how embarrassing it was. It was terrible.
Oh, man.
Those people that steal the balls from the little kids after home runs. and stuff.
Yeah. Not a good look. Not a good look at all.
All right. I mean, do we have a final update of the
Yeah, let's get
third?
one more Raps update here, maybe.
And then maybe just for you, Luke, let me search up an Ottawa Senators update.
Oh man, I'm watching it right now. Don't even.
You're watching a sports game while
Bring
we're
it up,
supposed
bring
to
it
be
up, bring it up. No,
podcasting?
just because you said that, let's talk about it. Bring it up.
It's 2-0 Washington.
Oh, they're getting pumped.
Oh no!
The Sens are out shooting them 32-23,
Wait,
and they're losing 2-0.
Yeah. But
Tom Wilson 5 shots on goal with a tally. Bazinga!
Let's talk about some good stuff. The Raptors, 14
The good stuff. I thought you
to 78.
were a Sens fan.
Yeah, but right now it's oh my God. Now Mamu's
Not when
got
they're
11
losing.
points.
Cole Hudson
they've
2
got
shots
1,
on
2,
goal
3.
already.
7
Jack-
guys in double digits for the Raps.
Do you
tonight.
want to give a piece of info on Cole Hudson? What are your thoughts? Cole Hudson in his very small NHL career sample size so far?
1 game, and he's
1
nasty.
game.
Yeah, he's PP1, like we said. He's on
Over
the first
Jacob
power
Chikrin?
play. Yeah, we were talking about that. That might have been before we started recording.
Yeah, let's talk about that now.
But
'cause
yeah,
that's
like,
a little
To
crazy.
bring this back up, in this game, in the second period, Washington gets a power play, and it's Hudson right out there as the number 1 defenseman on that power play. And he's literally, going around out there like his brother Lane Hudson, just dicing guys up. So shifty, like he's so small and agile, and nobody can defend him. And he's just ripping these shots on goal that are going off the goalie's head and stuff. He's trying to pick corners. He's unpolished for sure, but he's got some raw skill right now, and he's looking gross.
dude,
Jack.
Chikrin must have pissed off Spencer Carberry. How the hell is this kid on? I don't
No,
care,
yeah.
man. Come on, it's Jacob Chikrin for crying out loud. What?
It's
He's
about
got like
the name on the
43
back, man.
goals in 140 games with the Capitals as a defenseman so far. And they're putting the
the
guy in
hell?
his NHL debut.
What
out there,
happened?
I mean,
It shows how much a name really does. I mean, I guess you can look at his
no,
college stats.
man.
a little, but not
Jack,
really.
like, you got to realize Connor Bedard was first line off rep. Like, he was taking opening draw of his rookie game.
You're comparing Connor Bedard to Cole Hudson.
Okay, but you're comparing, like, yeah, I guess, because he's a midseason signing. But
I'm just saying.
look at Connor Bedard's second year.
He's struggling a little. Celebrini's pulling up ahead. I'm hitting the mic here, boys. But
You're
Celebrini's, I need it
bagging
hanging.
it.
I need it hanging above me like a rapper here, so I don't gotta, I'm knocking it. But Celebrini's lapping him honestly this season. That's what I'm trying to say here, without getting sidetracked. Celebrini made the Olympics, Bedard didn't. That's kind of the number one
Well,
thing right
Celebrini's
now,
the
separating
better
them.
player.
Yeah,
Don't even get
100%.
me started. Olympics,
Which I don't think we
Bedard
expected,
not
though.
making it. Crosby being out,
Schaefer,
and the fact that
ugh.
Bedard is not the one on the ice for OT. Kind of crazy.
Mistakes were made. Evan Bouchard, if we want to talk about him. Maybe not this time, eh?
Turnover machine, dude.
Oh, no.
I love your guys' offensive positivity on Evan Bouchard, but the neutral zone passes make me, as like a past defenseman,
It's
just
2-1,
want to rip
boys.
my
The
eyeballs.
Sens have life. The
Who
Sens
scored?
have life. I'm not even watching it anymore. I turned it off. But I just see on the score that it's 2-1.
You know that it didn't say who scored though.
Hold up.
We're
Man.
really just chewing up a clock right now, aren't we?
This is what the people want to see. You know what I'm saying?
Luke's in control. He's giving us live updates and everything all night tonight. It's great.
That's what we want to hear. You gotta experiment out here. We're waiting here now. Now the game's a little delayed.
Oh no.
But anyways, we'll get back to it, and I'll give you the update when the update occurs.
Dude, we're at 56 minutes.
Oh,
You
there
want
we
me to
are.
search it up for you?
It's looking like Timmy Stew in front. Wow. Gotta love it, eh? The best German in the NHL.
You better
Can you hear
stop
this guy?
saying that. I swear to God, man.
Is that a thing I say? Something that I say too much, maybe?
No, it's only the second time
True.
you said it, but it.
Said it on the desk
I
that
guess you
time.
can say
It's
it now
just
that
insanity.
Draisaitl's out. But
Yeah, he's the best. He's the best current German in
he's
the
the best
NHL.
current German
There we go.
NHL player.
All right, that's it. I'm good. That's enough for me.
Who? No, wait. No, we gotta get Jack wound up here. What's going on, Jack? Who is better than
Mo Sider is better
No, dude.
than Timmy
Oh.
Stew. Yes, he is.
Stu is over point per game this season. He's the best player on the Sens. He's the best player in Ontario.
Watch. I hope it gets clipped because
Oh, we're clip farming now.
we are. Mo Sider is miles better than Timmy Stew.
Wow.
No.
Yes.
I mean, like, dude, I
mean, it's
could
hard to
care
compare
less about
forward
the
to a defense.
Senators, but I'm saying Timmy
Yeah,
Stew
when
is
it's
having
hard to
a
compare
great
when
year.
it's such a large gap.
All right.
No,
whatever.
dude. Oh my god.
This is just going to be a
It's not
tug of
large
war, and
gap.
then Luke's going to bring up the fact that Timmy Stew is the best forward in Ontario, and then he's going to diss on the
Ontario's
Leafs.
red.
Yeah.
Best forward from he's
Yeah.
the best player
Even
from his
from
draft
Ontario.
class. He's the best German in the NHL.
We're the capital.
Right now.
We're the capital of.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Talent
Come
finds the
on.
Senators, and
Okay.
they found a good one
Okay.
in Timmy Stew.
No. Let's wrap it up here.
Jack's
Let's
ready
wrap it
for
up here,
bed.
fellas.
Jack's ready for bed. All right, let's do a quick extra here, guys. Outro, whatever you like to call it. I'm Cohen Ingram alongside the fellas, Luke Fitzner, Jack Billings. Thank you all for staying around and watching to the very end of episode number 7 of the Anchored In podcast. We took a 2-week break. We were super sorry about that. And some difficulties for the first week. And then second week, I was back down the East Coast visiting some family. So it was tough to get an episode out. But we are going to get back on the week or maybe every 2 weeks, depending on the workload. School is getting pretty heavy right now between me and the fellas. But yeah, let us know what you guys think, what you guys want, and we'll keep giving you guys the content you love. Thank you so much for watching. Anything you guys want to say before we head out?
I think we've said enough tonight.
Thank you so much for watching once again. I'm Cohen Ingram alongside Luke Fitzner and Jack Billings. This is Anchored In Podcast. See you later.